was mad because I wanted us both to be like unstoppable together. I was like, hey, wait, what's going on? What's on, Brian? Like, I'm just trying to get him to like to get back in his game, to wake up. 2011.
Sorry. But this. I'm the steward of basketball fans in this position. I have to ask you this. LeBron is clearly having some sort of mental meltdown. His mind is his confidence, whatever it is, it's something is wrong with LeBron. You see this. He's not aggressive. He's passing up shots. He's not driving. It's not LeBron. Yeah. We all know LeBron. That's not LeBron. Was there a conversation you had with him during the finals trying to get to the root of it? What's happening? We need you to snap out of it. Or did you just say, I can't get in, this is his thing to sort out? Or did you just think it'll sort itself out? How do you handle something like that in that moment?
Well, in the moment, I mean, I think and I've said it before, I was on Brian. Like it's my job. That's our relationship is two of the best players in the game is to make sure that we're pulling it out of each other. And going into the Dallas series, I felt we had two mismatches. I felt that no one can guard me and no one can guard him. And so I'm like, they may be a better team overall, possibly, but we got the two best players.
Hello and welcome to another Sports Spin where we take a sports story and we spin it. I'm Sun-EB7 and thank you for joining me this weekend. Yeah, you saw the video up front. So it finally comes out. Dwayne Wade spills all the tea on him and LeBron down there in Miami. I'm not sure why this is just now coming out. Everybody could see this when it was happening. Maybe they couldn't. But I think a lot of us could see it. I think a lot of us could. I guess if you play competitively at any level, this happens where a player is better than he's showing, and you're trying to get him going. You're trying to do something, and sometimes it's just a little saying, and sometimes it may take a jolt to him. You may have to say something that piss him off. Or, you try different things to get the player. And in this, when you click in the link in the video and you watch the whole thing, he's basically saying, I don't know which way was the right way. I just tried everything to try to get him going. And that's something that good friends do. Him and LeBron is such great friends that, when I first saw this or heard it, I thought, oh, why is he telling that? That's friendship stuff. He shouldn't air that. But when I listened to it and watched it, I realized, no, he's not. He's not putting him out there like that. He's just giving people a look inside of what was really going on during the time. He's not pointing any fingers and he's not telling any personal, private stuff. Personally, I just thought that they was trying to live up to the deal they made with Dirk Nowitzki. I thought they told Dirk, hey, we're going to give you this one. We're going to take the next one. All right, cool. Y'all good? All right, good. When you look back on that and, you can remember if you watched NBA, you can remember back during the time when this was happening, you was feeling like Dwayne. You was like, where's that Cleveland LeBron? What is he doing? But you kind of understood that players, all these players, I don't care what sport, all these players, they taking things onto the game, the court, the diamond, the football field. They're taking things. There's personal things that happen in their life. It's not like you get to play football and all that BS that happened, it goes away. No, it gets bigger. And then you have to take that out onto the field or the court or the diamond and play anyway with that on your shoulders. See, we don't acknowledge that. We don't pay attention to the fact that there's a lot of things these players are carrying. Think about it like this. LeBron wasn't far removed from what happened up in Cleveland. Now, I'm not going to get into the weeds on it, but I'll say this. His mom, to me, looked like the kid and LeBron was the dad. She was doing the most, okay? You can go back and look at the time and you'll know what I'm talking about, right? On top of that, there was the decision. That pissed off every media personality, every media member there was. Now, when that happened, who got the blame? they said Dwayne Wade a little bit, but it was LeBron that got the blame for that whole thing because LeBron was the one that made the announcement. So he had to carry the brunt of that. See, Dwayne Wade didn't get the brunt of that. LeBron got that. So here you got the media. They're coming at you and they're reporting everything. You know how the media do. They can get really petty. So they did all this stuff. And they blocked out certain things when they should have shown it. You know, they was getting petty. And then his mom did what she did. And then his ex-teammate did what he did. So, you know, he's got all this going on and he's trying to balance that. I'm not speaking for him. He'll speak for himself. But I'm just giving you a picture of what it might look like or what I think was going on with him at the time. You can see these things. They were happening. You can't look at them and go, oh, yeah, that wasn't nothing. That ain't why. You could still play, but you never played before. If you don't know, these things will change your game because you think it's like a person who's, let's say, under the influence of something. They think that they're normal. I'll give you a perfect example. I had a friend. He was like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, nah, man, we had a bunch. He was like, no, I'm good. Watch this. And I had this carpet that has 5 different colors. Every 6 inches, it has these colors. It's a runner. So he was like, no, I'm good. Watch this. And he walked down that carpet toward the patio door. He hit every one of them colors. And I thought he was going to say, man, I ain't even. No, he thought, see, I'm fine. I'm thinking, no, the hell you ain't. He was anything but fine. But he thought he was. That's the way issues do. You know, you're going through something. People say, hey, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. And you literally think you're good. You get out there and you know, or other people can see, you're not yourself. Because you're not good. You thought you were. So I would imagine a lot of that stuff was playing on him. And that's not to make an excuse for him, you know. You're gonna get the rap that whatever rap you made, you're gonna get it. You know how people are. So that's what I think it was. Like Dwayne said in his interview, him being a really good friend, he just wanted him to pick it up. He didn't care. You know, a lot of friends, they'll shoot so damn much they forgot you was on the team. You don't have friends that tell you, no, you're going to shoot. I've had that a few times. And it's always made you change. I remember I shot 2 air. Now, this ain't about me in the NBA, okay? But it's just giving you an idea of what friends can do for you. I shot 2 air balls in a row. I said, I'm done. I ain't shooting no more. I'm going to be the point, and I'm going to run it. And a good friend of mine on that team said, no, the hell you ain't. You going to shoot. Like that. Now I was thinking, well, all right. I hit 46 that day. And I would have had 52. I got the whistle before the shot. I'd have had 50. So, I'd have had 50. So, and one of them was a 3. So I understand what he means by trying to trigger him, trying to get him to do something. For me, it was that. On another day, it may have been my opponent that said, you can't hold me. Oh, yeah. Shit about to change. So you just don't know what you need to trigger your teammate to get him back on track. Now, that's on a much higher level. I understand. But how do you, as a fan or a regular person, understand what somebody's going through at a high level? You just can't? Of course you can. You just have to bring it down to a level by which you can understand. It's the same crap. It's just on a different level. Don't believe that pilots in airplanes have worse headaches than people on the ground. It doesn't happen. It's the same damn headache. One's at 36,000 feet and one's at 0. So anyway, I just said that to say we can understand some of these things they go through even though we're not in the game. The LeBron and Wade had LeBron. I'm gonna say if LeBron wasn't going through what he was going through, I think they would have got 3 out of 4. I think they would have got 3. But I really think it was some stuff he was going through, and you know he would have solidified himself up there. Well, he's already in the GOAT conversation, so I guess he wouldn't need nothing to solidify him. he's part of the GOAT conversation anyway. Although I believe that this thing that's going on right now is going to kill it. He is ruining his GOAT leverage. And when I say he's ruining his GOAT leverage, I mean like the boxer that boxes too long and they come back out there like Sugar Ray did. Had everybody crying and crap because he got the snot beat out of him by the dude that sparred with him, so he knows you better than anybody. Sugar Ray's still one of the greatest ever. But that fight should never have happened. It should never have happened because we all know that ain't Sugar Ray. That was old Ray. That was old Ray Ray. He took Sugar Ray's place and he went out there and got pounded. But, you know, we all know about that. Just like this fight about to go out here now. I don't think he's that out of shape, though. I don't think he's that gone. He's definitely not that old. No, I think he's 49. Yeah, these people. But anyway, I got a little something here. Before I go, you know, I'll share with the people, you know, those who've watched college basketball, college football back in the day, 80s, 90s, 2000s. And we've kept up when we know Lou Holtz. Anybody that watches college football know who Lou Holtz is. And, you know, when you get to know Lou Holtz and the things that he would say, he remind me of the old people in your neighborhood. And when it comes out, it comes out. And he means it. But, man, he was a great dude. It just, from afar, he looks like just such a great dude. And I've never heard anything negative about him. I got to know a lot about him like many other college people, fans and just spectators alike. I got to know who he was. And when he was on the show with Reese Davis now, I've watched it a lot. And it was mainly because of him. I like the other two, May and Reese, but the meat of the show was Lou Holtz. So in the spirit of that, I'm just going to play this little video that Reese Davis was talking about. You can click the link in the description to see it in its entirety. And we'll take it from there.
All right, let's talk about the TV personality. That is Dr. Lou. We had some video clips there. It was great to see Mayday. I think of Lou and, of course, the Hall of Famer Mark May, and you wearing a judge's robe as they made their college football arguments, and you're right in the middle of it all. What's your favorite memory working with Lou?
You know what? My favorite one comes from that, Kevin. And he was, I mean, we didn't script that. We didn't predetermine who was going to win, but there were times when you needed to keep it balanced because they're both so competitive that they would get mad. So Lou had won 4 or 5 in a row, and that was the only segment of the show that we taped. And he got mad, and when he lost, and he flipped over the podium, and he's ranting and raving. And finally, after several minutes of it, I'd kind of had enough. And I said, "Hey, Lou, look, you can't win every week." And that little man looked me dead in the eye and said, "The hell I can't."
Exactly.
You know, he was like, "I'm going to win. It's a competition and I plan to win it." And I think that sort of exemplifies, you know, the way he was. He was a great friend of our family. He would come over for Thanksgiving. We went and stayed with him at his insistence one time when we were on vacation. And he said to me as we go in, he goes, "Now, I want you to understand something. It's not my job to entertain you while you're here. I want you to come here and get to know my family a little bit better, but I'm not here to entertain you or your family.